Good morning. We are today hiking the Mt Healy Overlook Trail. We're right there. We cross the street, wind up over there, and go for a nice little walk. I think there's supposed to be a good amount of elevation change today. It's only 2.2 up, and I don't know, maybe it's that one that we go to, and then we come back. And here's all the usual wildlife safety information. I like this picture, how you're supposed to talk to wolves. And I guess that's a good one too. What to do when they get aggressive towards you. This is the main Parks Road. Oop, here comes a bus. Cross it and then we should be in the wilderness. Not quite, but I don't know. Well, let's see how busy this thing will be. So we're a lot closer to the visitor center. In fact, the visitor center is right behind us. So I think it'd be a lot more popular just because it's easy access, huge parking lots. Let's see. Employee access only. But here we go. Mt Healy. Big development. We were just walking along and we saw some unripe blueberries. They were green. But then two like blue blueberries. And I ate one. One was really sour and one was actually not too bad. And buffalo berries are coming out and they're all red. There's a lot of berries popping up now. Rose hips are starting to come out. It's pretty wild. Where we are is lower altitude than at Savage River, so we think it's warmer, so things are growing. And I'm thinking when we get down to the Kenai Peninsula, there's gonna be blueberries everywhere. It's gonna be awesome. Fish or pick blueberries? Fish or pick blueberries? I don't know. Scenic identified these as Canadian buffalo berries. They definitely are buffalo berries based on leaves. They're just very tiny right now. They're really red. They're very tiny. Supposedly they're edible to humans. They just don't taste like anything. But bears love this stuff. They should be coming out here soon. In fact, there's another bush here with a whole bunch of them. So many. The black currants are out as well, and they're actually in full bloom. Pretty nice. And of course, what's a trail without fireweed growing everywhere? They are so pretty. I didn't even know what fireweed was until 2018 on the PCT. Of course, there are Canadian bunchberries everywhere. They'll be turning to berries soon. They'll be nice red ones. They're supposedly edible as well, but I've never eaten one. Don't take my word for it. Here's one of these woolly caterpillars. Caterpillars? Maybe, because this one's all brown. I've seen that are black and kind of white colored. This one's all brown. If it was one of those woolly ones, it means it's going to be a long winter. Hey, this is the first instance when birds eat the blueberries and they poop. It makes this nice, soft purple color mixing with their white. It's pretty. This is the first one of the year I've seen. But that means they're eating blueberries too. We're nearing the overlook. We can always tell and hear a bunch of voices because people are usually clustered at the viewpoint. Do you see one? There's another. There's a bunch over here. But they are, some are green, they're very small. There's a bunch more bigger ones, like that guy. Some green ones. I'm gonna try a few. Whoop. Look, more of the purple poops. I guess you would call it more lavender, not purple. It's a small amount, but it's gonna be a mouthful. Beautiful day. I got a nice handful of blueberries, and we're at the overlook. We're just going a little higher, and I get to enjoy these. But I got Tina. I got one accidentally green one. Oh. The Mostar. Nice. This is. I like to clay a whole bunch and just put.
Don't offer me a single one.
There is the actual overlook, and then there's stuff below. That's the Parks Highway down there, and yeah, we think the kennels are over there somewhere in the park headquarters, and the park road continues up and up, and way back there is Denali. You can kind of see it. The clouds are starting to move in, but it's a tiny little white thing over there. Hard to, well, not hard, but easy to miss if you're not looking for it, because it's just this tiny little white thing. I think these are alpine bearberries. They're up here in the top of the hike, not much lower. There's a lot of blueberries that are ripe, but they're unfortunately are mostly like this, maybe like 60%, 80%. Can't eat those yet. More blueberries, but they're green, you say. Look over here. Blue. We are making our way down now and saying goodbye to all the blueberries I had. Now we go down, we're gonna hit the visitor center and then watch one of the films they have there. Learn something. Sometimes the down is the best part just because it's easier, but the views, because you're looking down the whole time. You don't have to keep stopping and turning back. It's beautiful. And with switchbacks, you get different views. The blueberries I just showed you are on the right side, they're right there. I like to pick them on the high side of the trail. A, it's easier. B, there's less chance someone peed on it, because people tend to pee out or in the bushy area, but I like higher up ones. Fireweed is super pretty, but if you don't know, after a while they turn to this cottony stuff that fly around, and they fly everywhere and they go up your nose and stuff. You have to start wearing a buff over your face when there's a lot of this stuff. But for now, super pretty, aren't they? For these hikes, we're wearing new sun shirts. We bought new ones recently, lighter colored, so we have a couple each, and we treat them with permethrin. The goal was to do that so when we're fishing we don't get eaten up, and we can cover our ears, most of our face, and our hands mostly. And on hikes it's nice, just protect you from the sun and the bugs. So, and light colored clothes is better. Mosquitoes like darker colored clothes. Plus it's just cooler temperature wise if you have lighter colored clothes. Oddly enough, if you take the Parks Highway south, you get much nicer views of Denali than from most of the national park itself. We headed further south, back to the Kenai Peninsula to watch the peak of salmon fishing in Soldotna. It lasts about a week when the salmon numbers are at its peak. Now, after having developed quite a bit of experience ourselves, it's interesting to see the level of experience among all the fishermen we saw. Sockeye salmon prefer to swim at about waist deep water, but you'll see a lot of newer people wade way out there for some reason. Another one. Then you see the experienced fishermen in thigh-deep water filleting a lot of fish. Near the Soldotna Visitor Center is Centennial Park Campground, a huge campground with over 200 first-come, first-served sites, and the entrance was a madhouse with huge lines of vehicles. We were glad we didn't try camping here anywhere near this time. We're right by the Visitor Center, which is after the bridge, but Centennial Campground is here, and that's the huge campground that's ran by the city. But they have boardwalks here, and they have little walkways and little stairs that go to the water everywhere. You need waders then, or you could fish from the stairs, I guess, but little boardwalks everywhere. It's pretty insane. In the day use area, it's just tons of fish stairs. Soldotna is like fishing craze here. We made fish cakes from our scraps and belly meat. As we said farewell to Kenai Peninsula, we stopped at numerous stops to watch the salmon that got through the throngs of people along the Kenai River and now attempting to spawn at their destinations. Throughout our trip, we managed to see pink, king, chum, and sockeye salmon all at their spawning grounds. If you keep your eyes open, you'll see the females try to dig nests for their eggs. It looks like it'll take them a long time. Sadly, among every female salmon trying to dig a nest are numerous dolly varmints waiting to eat those eggs. It was great watching these amazing fish swim so far upstream, past so many obstacles and people and animals trying to catch them. I've learned about them plenty of times on TV shows and on PBS growing up, but actually being in the waters where they swim and trying to catch them by learning their behavior and preferences, it really brought them to a personal level. I hope they can continue to successfully spawn in future years, and that the king salmon can recover from their recent drop in numbers. Thanks for watching, everybody, and all have a good night.